What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some brand new Pokemon riddles for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, if you enjoy these riddle videos, definitely leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment of any ideas you may have, and I really do appreciate it. So yesterday, I released a video about Riddler Aku and his most recent tweets, and then he tweeted even more overnight. So we're here today talking about the brand new tweets. So just diving right into the tweets here. The first image he tweeted was just this cipher of numbers, and looks like we got some letters, question mark. This honestly means nothing by itself. People were trying to decipher this by themselves. Doesn't actually necessarily mean anything just yet, but lead into the other tweets he also put out. So one, theme for this month is RF. RF stands for regional forms. Could you figure out these two new RFs? So we know that he is leaking here 2 regional Pokemon, right? So we didn't know that before in yesterday's image with the bull. So, okay, so now it's probably not going to be 3 new bulls like maybe I suggested before, but 2 regional Pokemon, right? And then into his next tweet, I'm still considering how to arrange teasers about brand new Pokemon because I'm about to take too much risks if I couldn't deal with them properly. So in Gen 9 got too many creative and cool designs, so maybe you need to wait for a while. So pretty much, this is sort of unrelated to the other regional forms, but to brand new Pokemon, he is saying right now that the Pokemon are too cool, but they're so unique that it's going to be leaking them will make it too obvious. So he doesn't want to do that, which I understand, that's fine. And then he says the theme of March is gimmick, while the theme of April is similar to the mascots, and the theme of May is regional forms. Can you guess these 2 new regional forms? So going into the original tweet, to make this clear, these 2 teasers are 2 new regional forms. That's all for this month. Several different teasers and themes prepared for next month will be chosen and adjusted according to whether a new trailer is out in May and the concrete contents by the Pokemon Company. So one, he does not have connections to the marketing team in what way, shape, or form, so he doesn't know if they're dropping the trailer, but he will be changing his riddles depending on what is actually officially revealed, and he's speculating in either May, I think it's either late May or early June, or the rest of the month of June. The important tidbit of news here is these 2 teasers are regional forms. So these are connected. These 2 images, the images we talked about yesterday, are officially connected. We got the bull, and we got the numbers here. These 2 images are connected, and we'll find those 2 regional forms. So Twitter user here, Tracy here, actually had a excellent analysis. So we're going to take her analysis here. A new regional form for Snubull, Centro mean puppy, pink pants. So as we can see here, Centro is on the pink pants on the right here, right? So he always calls Centro his little puppy because he trolls them all the time, right? And okay, so puppy, a pink puppy. There is one pink puppy Pokemon, and that is Snubull. But like, okay, what else? What else could we get from this? Snubull has the word bull in it. That is true. When we talked about Tauros, Miltank, and Buffalant, but we could be talking about an actual Snubull here because there is a bull and there is a pink pants and puppy. Like, you can see the connections, right? You can see the wires flowing. And the numbers on the second picture represent its new typing. So we get the typing here, which is what? We get hexadecimals, which are 9A3085, which is purple, 823C73 equals pink, which is fairy. So if you don't know what a hexadecimal is, hexadecimals are essentially color and letter combinations that equal different colors, right? So you get some letters, you get some numbers, you make a color. And this is how all colors are programmed for the most part on computers. So looking at that first set of numbers, I can confirm, yes, this is purple. This is a shade of purple. So purple can be, it could be poison. That's probably the most popular. It could also be psychic too. But I like the idea more of poison. This is a dark purple, which I think is more adequate to say that this is probably for a poison type. And then the next one is pink. And honestly, pink, that's the color. Fairy types is very easy to go down. So is the brand new regional form a Snubbull? I actually think so. I think a fairy poison Snubbull will be awesome because one, we have never gotten a fairy poison Pokemon officially from Pokemon Company. I'm playing a fan-made game right now. There's a fairy poison Pokemon and it's really sick. So I would love to see it actually being made in a legitimate Pokemon game. And sure, Snubbull deserves some love. I mean, let's talk about this. A regional form Snubbull sort of makes sense to me, in my opinion. Snubbull is sort of like, it sort of has a Meowth vibe to me, as like, it's sort of like the secondary tier of mascot Pokemon. But because we've already saw a regular Meowth, I don't think we're getting a new Meowth in this game, because we already saw a regular Meowth in the trailer. So I sort of get Snubbull taking that space where Meowth would usually be in. And I like it because Granbull is sort of a good Pokemon, but the issue is Granbull is very uninspired design-wise. I think it's sort of a mistake. It's just big and pink. Like, there's nothing to it. Snubble's design is a lot better than Granbull's for sure. So if you get a regional Snubbull, I think, well, one of two things will happen. We either get a regional evolution of Snubbull that is a regional Granbull, which is also Poison Fairy, or we get a brand new evolution of the Snubbull. Or we could get a new evolution of Granbull. So I guess there is 3 different things that could happen. So this could end up becoming a brand new Pokemon once it evolves. But I really like the idea of Snubbull being Poison and Fairy. And let's talk about Poison and Fairy typing for a second. Poison and Fairy typing, looking at the calculator, is actually incredible typing. I mean, you are immune to Dragon, of course, which is also incredible. Fairy types are phenomenal Pokemon already. But yeah, immune to Dragon. You quad resist Fighting and Bug. This is incredible from a competitive standpoint. Fighting is one of the most dominant attacking types ever, straight up. It's so good. And Bug is really good to resist as well, because you're resisting U-turns. So resisting close combat, mock punches, and resisting U-turns can be so nice. You resist Fairy, Dark, and Grass. Pretty good overall. I mean, Fairy is a big resist, honestly. Dark is pretty common as well. Grass, not so much. And yeah, you take normal damage from all of these. And what you're weak to is Ground, Steel, and Psychic. Steel is not a popular attacking type, so that's great. Ground, yeah, that's a big weakness. I mean, you're weak to Earthquake. There's a lot of different ground moves out there, so that's a pretty big weakness. And Psychic's pretty common too, but, you know, at least there is counterplay to Psychic. And I mean, there's counterplay to Ground as well with flying types. So the overall, if this is real, this Pokemon could be really good, competitively viable as well. I mean, Granbull's got some pretty decent stats overall too, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure the stats will end up being changed, especially Snubbull. I mean, overall, not too great here, but, you know, looking at Granbull's stats, I mean, hey, 450 base total, 120 attack, pretty good. Really slow, but, I mean, make this thing Poison Fairy. It's already a better type. It's already a better Pokemon with just Poison Fairy typing. So, change the stats a bit, maybe give it, you know, a new, maybe even an evolution. This thing will be incredible. So now we know that these are probably colors, right? Well, we can take this rumor into another way. So a Reddit user created this thing, and you can see the notes up here, right? So these hexadecimals can equal different Pokemon. So if you actually took the hexadecimal 30 and 48, because 3 with a question mark, we are going to be assuming here is 30. We're making the hexadecimals into actual decimals. We're going to get Venonat as our national dex number, and then we're going to be getting Ladybuffer here, Kangaskhan, Poliwag, Mantine, and Meganium. So that is one way to take this. So you can say, okay, it could be relating to these Pokemon, but Riddler Aku did say this was only going to relate to 2 Pokemon. So I don't think it's that. If we look at this again, and you actually add up all of these numbers, if you add up all of these numbers, you actually get Pokemon number 768 Golisopod. And if this is real, I am so incredibly excited. Way more excited in my theory about the Tauros, Miltank, and Boufflant. This would be awesome. I love Golisopod, water bug Pokemon, incredible stats. However, it was hampered by its ability. Emergency exit is trash. If its HP goes under 50%, it switches out and goes back to you. That's not great at all, especially for a Pokemon that has really good beefy stats. I mean, 125 attack, 140 defense, and 90 speed def's pretty good, and 75 HP is not too bad with those numbers associated with it, and it's really slow, so it's excellent for Trick Room. So, hey, if we get Golisopod and Snubbull variants, that would be so cool. I don't have any information on what the Golisopod typing could be, but I assume it's still going to be a bug type at the very least, because that's sort of the main type of Golisopod. So what could it be? Maybe Bug Ground, Bug Fire. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think Golisopod's new typing could be. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.